The 1980 superhero classic Superman 2 captivated audiences with its epic battles and unforgettable characters, but the real-life stories of its 18 cast members took tragic turns that few fans may be aware of. While these actors brought the beloved characters of Metropolis to life, behind the scenes, many faced untimely and heartbreaking fates. From sudden accidents that claimed lives in their prime, to prolonged battles with illness, and unexpected personal struggles that led to their tragic deaths, the legacy of Superman 2 is intertwined with a sense of loss. In this exploration, we uncover how these talented actors met their untimely ends, offering a poignant glimpse into the bittersweet reality behind one of cinema's most iconic superhero films. Margot Kidder, born on October 17, 1948, portrayed Lois Lane in Superman 2, 1980. Raised in the remote town of Yellowknife, Canada, her childhood was marked by the isolation of life in the far north. She sought escape through books and the dream of becoming an actress. At 19, she moved to Los Angeles, determined to chase her Hollywood aspirations. After studying at several acting schools, her breakout role came in the Superman franchise, where she became internationally known for her fiery portrayal of Lois Lane. Kidder married 3 times, first to writer Thomas McGuane, with whom she had a daughter named Maggie, and later to actor John Hurd and director Philippe de Broca. Unfortunately, none of these marriages lasted, and each ended in heartbreak. A deep battle with bipolar disorder haunted her for much of her life, and she experienced a very public breakdown in 1996, during which she was found homeless and delusional in a stranger's backyard. Additionally, she was involved in a near-fatal car accident that left her unable to work for 2 years, deepening her struggles with mental illness. Margot Kidder tragically took her own life on May 13, 2018, at the age of 69, overdosing on a combination of drugs and alcohol. Susanna York, born on January 9, 1939, took on the role of Lara in Superman 2, 1980. Growing up in the heart of London, York was an intensely private child who found solace in the arts after her parents' divorce when she was 6. She went on to study at the prestigious Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, where she honed her craft and blossomed into one of Britain's most versatile actresses. Known for her Academy Award-nominated performance in They Shoot Horses, Don't They? 1969, her career spanned stage, film, and television. In 1960, she married writer Michael Wells, with whom she had 2 children, Orlando and Sasha. Though initially a picture of a happy family, York and Wells' marriage crumbled after years of growing apart, leading to a bitter divorce. A devout feminist, she raised her children as a single mother while fighting to maintain her career in an industry that often undervalued older actresses. Her later years were marked by a tragic battle with bone marrow cancer, a disease she fought with grace and dignity. Susanna York passed away on January 15, 2011, at the age of 72. Christopher Reeve, born on September 25, 1952, brought Superman/Clark Kent to life in Superman 2, 1980. Raised in the vibrant heart of New York City, Reeve's childhood was shaped by the early divorce of his parents, which left a lasting emotional scar. He sought solace in acting, a passion that led him to attend Cornell University and later the prestigious Juilliard School, where he studied alongside Robin Williams. Reeve's rise to fame came with his role as the Man of Steel, but despite the accolades, his personal life had its challenges. He married Dana Morosini in 1992, and together they had a son, William, along with 2 other children from previous relationships. Though their marriage seemed idyllic, Reeve's life took a tragic turn in 1995 when he was thrown from his horse, resulting in paralysis from the neck down. This devastating accident forced him to redefine his life, battling severe depression and health complications. In 2004, an infection led to heart failure, and he passed away on October 10 at the age of 52. Despite his untimely death, Reeve's legacy as a symbol of strength and his advocacy for spinal cord injury research remains timeless. Ned Beatty, born on July 6, 1937, played the bumbling Otis in Superman 2, 1980. His childhood in Louisville, Kentucky, was marked by hardship, growing up in a modest family where he often found himself an outsider. His escape was through the arts, particularly acting, which he discovered in school plays. Beatty's breakout role came in Deliverance, 1972, but fame did not bring peace. He married 4 times, and while he fathered 8 children, his family life was anything but stable. His first wife, Walta Chandler, passed away in a car accident, leaving him devastated, and his subsequent marriages were plagued by infidelity and personal demons. Beatty struggled with his own health, battling obesity and heart problems. Despite these struggles, he maintained an illustrious career, bringing a unique charm to every role he played. On June 13, 2021, Beatty died peacefully from natural causes at the age of 83, leaving behind a legacy of unforgettable performances, but a personal life marred by tragedy and loss. Jackie Cooper, born on September 15, 1922, portrayed Perry White in Superman 2, 1980. Growing up in Los Angeles, California, Cooper was thrust into the entertainment world at a young age, with his mother working as a stage pianist. He became a child star by the age of 7, but his early fame came at a cost. The pressures of Hollywood robbed him of a normal childhood, and the transition to adulthood was harsh. Although he earned an Academy Award nomination for his role in Skippy, 1931, Cooper found it difficult to sustain the same success in his adult career. His personal life was equally tumultuous. He married 3 times, but none of his marriages lasted. His son, John, tragically took his own life in 1988, an event that haunted Cooper for the rest of his days. He tried to escape his past by focusing on directing and producing, but the ghosts of his childhood and the loss of his son were never far behind. Cooper passed away on May 3, 2011, at the age of 88 from natural causes. His legacy as one of Hollywood's first true child stars remains intact, but his personal journey was one filled with sorrow and regret. Clifton James, born on May 29, 1920, portrayed the sheriff in Superman 2, 1980. He grew up in Spokane, Washington, in a family struggling to make ends meet during the Great Depression. James enlisted in the U.S. Army during World War II, serving with distinction in the South Pacific and earning a Silver Star. After the war, he attended the University of Oregon before making his way to New York to pursue acting, where his boisterous personality landed in character roles, most notably as the comically abrasive Sheriff J.W. Pepper in the James Bond films Live and Let Die, 1973, and The Man with the Golden Gun, 1974. James married Lori Harper, and together they had 6 children, though the constant strain of his career meant he spent long periods away from home. The burden of raising the children mostly fell on Lori, leading to moments of tension and near separation. James also endured the loss of several close friends from the war, which left him with a deep sense of survivor's guilt. Later in life, he struggled with diabetes, which took a toll on his health. Clifton James passed away on April 15, 2017, at the age of 96, from complications related to diabetes. E.G. Marshall, born on June 18, 1914, in Owatonna, Minnesota, took on the role of the President in Superman 2, 1980. His early years were marked by hardship. His family struggled through the Great Depression, which influenced his gritty, determined character. After leaving high school early to support his family, Marshall later moved to New York, where he trained at the Actors Studio, an experience that shaped his future career. His breakthrough came with 12 Angry Men, and his reputation grew rapidly as one of America's finest character actors. Marshall married twice, first to Helen Wolf, with whom he had 4 children, and later to Judith Stott, with whom he had 3 more children. However, his personal life was far from serene. The loss of his first wife in a tragic car accident left him shattered, and his battle with depression followed soon after. Professionally, Marshall found immense success, but privately, his later years were marked by a battle with lung cancer, a consequence of decades of smoking. He passed away on August 24, 1998, at the age of 84 due to lung cancer. Anthony Sher, born on June 14, 1949, played the bellboy in Superman 2, 1980. Growing up in apartheid-era Cape Town, South Africa, Sher faced societal and familial pressure that pushed him to leave his homeland for the UK, where he pursued acting at the Webber Douglas Academy of Dramatic Art. Known for his breathtaking portrayal of Richard III, which won him global acclaim, his career soared on the stage, though his personal life was marked by deep sadness. Sher battled severe depression throughout much of his life, which he later described as paralyzing and all-consuming. Despite this, he found love with Gregory Doran, a director he would marry in 2005, though they had no children. Professionally thriving, he was privately tormented by insecurity and self-doubt, leading to years of self-imposed isolation. The devastating news of his terminal cancer diagnosis in 2020 brought his world to a standstill. Sher passed away on December 2, 2021, at 72, succumbing to cancer after a 2-year battle. John Hollis, born on November 12, 1927, in Fulham, London, brought the Krypton Elder to life in Superman 2, 1980. Hollis came from a modest working-class background, and his dreams of acting began in local London theaters during his youth, when his family was struggling to rebuild their lives post-World War II. He studied acting at local drama schools, where his talent was undeniable. Hollis became most famous for his small but unforgettable roles in major franchises, like The Empire Strikes Back and Superman 2. Despite a successful career, his personal life was scarred by tragedy. Hollis married his childhood sweetheart, Mary, and they had a son together, but their marriage was strained when Mary was diagnosed with a degenerative illness that left her bedridden for years before her death in 1995. The weight of caregiving and losing her devastated Hollis, and he later withdrew from public life, battling grief and loneliness. In 2003, he received his own cancer diagnosis, but refused aggressive treatment, preferring to live out his final days in peace. Hollis died on October 18, 2005, at the age of 77. Marcus D'Amico, born on December 4, 1965, portrayed Willie in Superman 2, 1980. Raised in Germany, he moved to London as a teenager, where he discovered his passion for acting. He trained at a local drama school, honing his craft. D'Amico gained widespread acclaim for his role as Louis Iron's son in the original production of Angels in America, which thrust him into the spotlight for his raw portrayal of a man grappling with identity and illness. Despite his professional success, D'Amico's personal life was filled with struggle. He never married, though he was involved in a significant long-term relationship. Tragically, D'Amico contracted HIV, a diagnosis that led to bouts of severe depression as he coped with both the illness and its social stigma. His battle with health continued until he succumbed to pneumonia on December 16, 2020, at the age of 55. His legacy remains tied to his fearless performances that addressed important social issues, leaving an indelible mark on both stage and screen. Richard Le Parmentier, born on July 16, 1946, played a reporter in Superman 2, 1980. Growing up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Le Parmentier always dreamed of a career in acting, but his path led him to London, where he enrolled in drama school. His career highlight came with his role as Admiral Motti in Star Wars: A New Hope, delivering a chilling performance in one of cinema's most iconic scenes opposite Darth Vader. Le Parmentier was married twice and fathered 3 children, but his personal life was not without its challenges. The dissolution of his marriages left him heartbroken, and he struggled with feelings of failure. His later years were marked by health problems, and he passed away suddenly on April 15, 2013, at the age of 66. His death was a quiet one, but his contribution to the sci-fi genre, particularly his role in Star Wars, continues to be celebrated by fans across the world. Don Fellows, born on December 2, 1922, portrayed the General in Superman 2, 1980. Growing up in Salt Lake City, Utah, Fellows was captivated by the power of storytelling from a young age. He moved to New York to study acting at the neighborhood Playhouse School of the Theater, where his career began to take off. His role as a government official in Raiders of the Lost Ark remains a standout in his filmography. Fellows married, and they had 1 child together, but his later life was marked by sorrow. His wife's passing left him emotionally devastated, and soon after, he was diagnosed with cancer. He battled the disease for years before passing away on October 21, 2007, at the age of 84. Despite the tragedies in his personal life, Fellows left behind a remarkable body of work, showcasing his range across genres, from action to drama, both on stage and on screen. Michael Shannon, born on January 24, 1943, played the President's aide in Superman 2, 1980, credited as Michael J. Shannon. Raised in the bustling city of Chicago, he was drawn to the performing arts at a young age, ultimately pursuing a Bachelor of Science in Theater Arts and a Master of Arts in Oral Interpretation from Northwestern University. His breakthrough role came in the musical Little Shop of Horrors, where his talent shone brightly. Shannon's personal life included a marriage to Vickery Turner, with whom he had one child, but the couple faced challenges that strained their relationship. Later in life, Shannon battled various health issues that weighed heavily on him, complicating both his personal and professional pursuits. He passed away on November 23, 2023, due to natural causes at the age of 80. Despite the struggles, his legacy is marked by an impressive body of work in both film and television, especially in cult classics that continue to resonate with audiences. Jean-Pierre Cassel, born on October 27, 1932, took on the role of the French officer at the White House in Superman 2, 1980. Growing up in the artistic and vibrant city of Paris, he studied at the prestigious Paris Conservatoire, which laid the groundwork for his illustrious career. Cassel's career highlight came with his acclaimed performance in The Discreet Charm of the Bourgeoisie, which showcased his ability to navigate both comedy and drama with remarkable finesse. His personal life was complex. He married Sabine Latique and later Anne Cellerier, with whom he had 4 children. Unfortunately, his marital relationships faced turmoil, leading to separations that left emotional scars. Cassel's battle with cancer became another tragic chapter in his life, forcing him to confront his mortality while continuing to work. He passed away on April 19, 2007, at the age of 74, due to cancer. His extensive body of work in French cinema and his significant contributions to various genres have solidified his place in film history. Richard Donner, born on April 24, 1930, appeared as the man walking by diner in Superman 2, 1980. Growing up in the Bronx, New York, he developed a love for storytelling and film at an early age, later honing his skills at the Actors Studio. Donner's career soared with his direction of the original Superman film, which redefined the superhero genre and became a cultural touchstone. He married Lauren Schuler Donner, and together they had one child, building a family grounded in a shared passion for film. However, the pressures of his demanding career occasionally strained his family life. In his later years, Donner faced significant health challenges that affected his ability to work and enjoy life fully. He passed away on July 5, 2021, due to natural causes at the age of 91. His legacy is monumental, marked by his influential contributions to the film industry and his role in shaping modern cinema, particularly in the superhero genre that has become immensely popular. Glenn Ford, born on May 1, 1916, in Saint-Christine-d'Auvergne, Quebec, took on the role of Jonathan Kent in the opening montage of Superman 2, 1980. After moving to California with his family, Ford discovered his passion for acting while attending high school in Santa Monica. His breakthrough came with the film Gilda, establishing him as a leading man in Hollywood. Throughout his life, Ford married and had one child, though his relationships often struggled under the weight of his fame. His life was marked by several tragic moments, including numerous health issues that plagued him in his later years and the painful loss of close friends in the industry, which left him feeling increasingly isolated. Ford passed away on August 30, 2006, at the age of 90 due to natural causes. His extensive career in Hollywood, filled with memorable performances, solidified his status as a screen icon whose influence continues to resonate in film history. Trevor Howard, born on September 29, 1913, in Cliftonville, Kent, portrayed the Krypton Elder in Superman 2, 1980. He studied at the prestigious Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, where his talent began to shine. Howard's career reached new heights with his acclaimed role in Brief Encounter, which established him as a major actor in British cinema. He married Helen Cherry, but they had no children, and their relationship was often strained due to Howard's struggles with alcoholism. His later years were overshadowed by serious health issues, which compounded his battles with addiction. Despite his extraordinary talent, Howard's personal life was a series of ups and downs, culminating in his battle with liver failure. He passed away on January 7, 1988, at the age of 74. Howard's powerful performances and enduring legacy in British cinema remain influential, even as his personal struggles cast a shadow over his achievements. Christopher Malcolm, born on August 19, 1946, in Aberdeen, Scotland, played the laundry prison guard in Superman 2, 1980. He developed a love for acting early in life, eventually attending the Royal Central School of Speech and Drama in London. Malcolm gained prominence for his role in the Rocky Horror Picture Show, where his charisma captivated audiences. He married Judy Malcolm and together they had 3 children, creating a seemingly happy family life. However, Malcolm faced significant personal tragedies, including a long and painful battle with cancer that took a toll on his health and spirit. Tragically, he also lost a daughter, an event that deeply affected him and compounded his struggles. Malcolm passed away on February 15, 2014, at the age of 67 due to cancer. His dynamic presence on stage and screen, especially in cult classics, left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry, ensuring his legacy endures despite the personal hardships he faced. What do you think about the deaths of the actors in Superman 2, and who do you miss the most among them? Leave your comments below and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to see the latest videos.